are ya? Welcome to Happy Rails to ya. My name is Hobo Pep, and I've been riding the rails looking for an adventure to share with ya. Boy, have I got a story for you today. Let me find a place to rest these weary bones. We'll see what treasure I've got for you in my bindle. You know, my hobo sack. Come along. Welcome back to my hobo jungle, and welcome to 2021. I hope you had a good Christmas, and I want to wish you all a very happy, healthy, and safe New Year. You know, as I was riding the rails during the holidays, I searched high and low for a new adventure for you, and I found the perfect adventure with a lesson for all of us to learn. Today's adventure is called Pano the Train. And as we read the story, see if you can figure out the important lesson for us all to learn. Come along, let's read. Pano the Train, written by Sharon Holavis and illustrated by Giannini. Now, as we get started reading this adventure, be sure to read along with me. When we see the three whistles here, you gotta help me out and say toot toot. When you hear the three bells in the story, you gotta go ding ding. And when you see the three clouds, you gotta help me out and say chug chug. Remember that. Toot toot, ding ding, chug chug. Every morning, Pano stoked himself with coal and filled his boiler with water. Every morning, Pano counted the cars that he pulled, from the coal car to the red caboose. Then, every morning, he blew his whistle, toot toot, rang his bell, ding ding, and slowly chug chugged out of the mountain village. One morning, as Pano chug chugged past the village meadow, something very strange happened. The goats and sheep in the village meadow didn't baa good morning. Instead, all the goats and sheep turned their heads to look at Pano, and in very loud voices they baaed, "You've lost! You've lost!" Pano blew his whistle, toot toot, at their baaing. He thought, "I've lost what? A race?" He didn't want to lose a race that morning, so he chug chugged even harder. Pano blew his whistle, toot toot, at all the chickens and ducks in their yard. The chickens and ducks jumped and fluttered. They loudly clucked and quacked at Pano. "You've lost! You've lost!" He rang his bell, ding ding, at the silly chickens and ducks, and he chug chugged even faster. Down the mountain Pano rolled. Near the tracks, some pigs snoozed in the warm mud. Pano rang his bell, ding ding, at the snoozing, muddy pigs. His bell woke the pigs. The pigs raised their snouts from the warm mud and grunted at him. "You've lost! You've lost!" Pano didn't ring his bell. He didn't even blow his whistle. He just chug chugged as hard and as fast as he could. In the valley, puffing and panting, Pano chug chugged along near the sea. The fishermen were throwing the nets into the water. Pano rang his bell, ding ding, and blew his whistle, toot toot, at the fishermen. But the fishermen only shook the nets in the water and called, "You've lost! You've lost!" Finally, the weary engine chug chugged around the long bend to the village in the valley. He thought puzzled, unhappy thoughts. The sheep and the goats, the chickens and the ducks, the pigs, and all the fishermen say I lost. Who was racing with me? Pano looked far down the tracks, trying to see the winner of the race. There was only a red caboose in front of the station. And then, as he came closer to the station, he saw what the sheep and goats in the meadow had seen. He saw what the clucking, quacking chickens and ducks had seen. He saw what the snoozing pigs in the warm mud had seen. He saw what the fishermen with the nets had seen. He hadn't been in a race at all. What he had lost was his own beautiful red caboose. The goats and the sheep, the chickens and the ducks, the pigs and the fishermen had been saying, you've lost your red caboose." Pano gave a long, tired whistle. Toot, toot. He slowly chug-chugged to the station in the valley. And there, in front of the station, sat Pano's beautiful red caboose. It had rolled down the other side of the mountain. Pano hadn't lost either a race or a caboose, but Pano had learned to listen. The end. That's Pano the Train. Well, did you figure out the lesson before the end of this adventure? Pano, he wouldn't listen to the goats, the sheep, the chickens, the ducks, the pigs, or the fishermen. He just thought they were all telling him that he was losing a race, but he wasn't even sure who or what he was racing. It wasn't until the end when he turned the corner nearing the train station when he saw his little red caboose, which he had obviously lost. He didn't realize that the goats, the sheep, the chickens, the ducks, the pigs, and the fishermen were all telling him that he had lost his caboose. But fortunately, once he was reunited with the red caboose at the station, Pano learned the importance of stopping to listen. Now, that's a lesson that we should all learn. We must listen to others when they are trying to tell us something to help us out when we have need. Well, that's it for now. Happy New Year to you and to your family. Until next time, so long. Thank you for joining me for today's adventure. I hope you enjoyed. Always remember, continue riding the rails of your imagination, as it will take you on an endless number of adventures around the world. Until next time, this is Hobo Pap saying so long as I go hop on a rattler in search of our next adventure. Happy reels to you.